that I really care about your thoughts at this point. But when you hear a liner, so far there's been at least two, Tommy Lasorda, who has passed away, the amazing Jonathan, who has passed away. When you hear a liner or, you hear an interview of somebody that has passed away. Olivia Newton-John. Leslie posted that I think of the top 12 songs right now on, I don't know if it's YouTube, iTunes, whatever, like 8 are hers. Is it kind of weird, like a week in, 2 weeks in? I mean, Jonathan, I think, died last year.
I mean, do you want my honest opinion?
No, I want you to lie like you normally do.
Okay, I love this network. I look at those things as, wow, I'm really running out of time. And those people built their legacy early in life, and they got to enjoy the benefits of being paid to do appearances and meet and greets and autograph sessions and go to special events and Super Bowls and things. And I'm like, you know what? I'm running out of time. I got to build my legacy so I can enjoy that same kind of lifestyle. And so it motivates me. It keeps me hungry to because when I'm doing autograph signings, I want to sign in body parts as well.
What an idiot. He goes from being almost serious to...
I am serious. I literally look at my life. I'm like, man, I'm 46. These people are passing away in their 50s, 60s. She was at 73, I think, Olivia. Time is short. Life is short, and I'm going to maximize. I'm not just resting on my laurels from 10 years ago.
It might be a good time to start now.
I am starting.
Go try to figure out your legacy.
You know what's funny is I'm 1 pound away from what I weighed at the end of the original pizza diet 13 years ago. And the finalized...
That's just because you can't afford food.
Well, because I'm running away from responsibility. That's cardiovascular.
Yes, it is.
So, but I'm reversing the hands of time. I mean, in life, everybody wants to find the fountain of youth and go backwards, and right? I mean, do you ever look at your life and like, man, I wish I could go back and do X again?
No, I've never thought of it, and over the last year, I would never want to go back in time. I don't want to live through this more than I have to.
What, the COVID?
No, just the country, the world. COVID was all right. I didn't have a problem with it. I have a problem that it affected a lot of people, and a lot of people passed away from it and that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not being an idiot. But COVID was all right, for me personally, so I didn't travel as much. I was fine with that. I stayed in the house. If I never leave my house, I'm fine with that. On and on and on. All right, so a couple more things. Do I really need to go and explain to you again what a sweet spot is on a baseball?
Well, I want to know more about the unwritten rule of you're not allowed to sign the sweet spot if you're not a manager or an owner or somebody.
I don't even think it's an owner. The sweet spot is for the manager of the team.
And it's an unwritten rule.
Yeah, I believe it's an unwritten rule
I
that you get fined. I hate them. I hate them. But a lot of times, and I remember this vividly, and I've explained the sweet spot story with you with Carlton Fisk and the whole 9 yards. But if a kid goes to a ball player at, what's that dump called on First Avenue South?
Tropicana?
The Tropicana. So if a kid is at a game and he goes to a player and hands them the ball and says, would you sign on the sweet spot? The player is supposed to say no.
Okay.
And then a lot of times what would happen is the kid or the adult would say, no, you're the only one I'm putting on the ball. And then he will do it. Because if you take a baseball, you used to, back when I worked for the Cardinals and whatever, in today's world, who knows, if you took a ball and you got it signed by whoever, name a big name, A-Rod, first name that came to mind, okay? A-Rod signs the sweet spot, and then you take it to the manager of the Yankees, A-Rod will now get fined because that spot is reserved for the manager. And you're right, that's unwritten, but that's how a lot of these sports work with unwritten rules as it is.
Would they still fine you if you pulled out some of your white out? Just painted it. Like, there you go. I would want at least half credit.
Your comedy
How much is the fine for? How much
Again, who knows?
Because we talk about Caleb Bennock money. The rookie dinners going out spending $100,000 and Louis the 13th bottles and
It depends on who it is. Who knows? It's up to, I guess, the manager what he wants to fine. When I worked for the Cardinals, they typically got fined in beer.
Okay,
cases of beer that went into the manager's office.
Is it true they had a water fountain with just beer?
Not here.
Is out of the
hot. Matter of fact, the manager of the Cardinals back then was from St. Pete.
Oh, really?
Went to Bogaciega High School. Yes, he did. All right, a retirement. Do you want to talk about a retirement, a should-be retirement, or your tough winners?
You're talking about Uriah Hall?
Uriah Hall retired.
Now's the retirement.
All right, Smarty, who should be retiring. And I've always said, who am I?
Oh, Sam
who are
Alby.
you? Sam Alby.
Sam Alby. Oh, I love Sam.
I know you do.
His personality is amazing. He's my boy. But it's time. It's time.
Since 2017, and again, I've always said, who are you? Who am I? Who are we to tell somebody not to go out and make a living?
Sure.
Since 2017, Sam Alvey is 3-10-1.
Yeah.
Since 2018, check out this record. He's 8-0-1.
Oof. Yeah, that's a tough way to make a paycheck. I mean,
But it's a paycheck that you're used to making in the way that you're making it.
And he does have 7 kids or something. I mean,
Right.
he's got a large family.
Well, you need to do what you need to do
But
do
his
whatever you gotta do.
personality it will carry him far in life, and people want to, learn from him and train with him, and he'll be a great coach and mentor, and he's awesome.
But you don't make money that way.
You do. I mean, in coaching. I mean, coaches make a percentage of your prize money.
Some.
Well, you're supposed. I mean, who doesn't?
Greg Jackson.
He doesn't make.
Greg
does-
Jackson, what he did do, and this is from Greg Jackson's mouth, he told me this, was he doesn't have a contract. He's, pay what you want.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like Bon Jovi. This is the new wave thing. I just whatever's worth to you, it's worth to me. I like this.
Well, and it's funny, I've seen that. Like, I've seen some things, well, just pay whatever you want. All right, I don't want to pay at all.
I'm sure they
Some have done
budget that in.
Yeah, no, some have done that. Big, tough finales.
Yeah.
The big underdog. Both underdogs won.
Yeah, for sure.
Miller had been on the show 2 or 3 times. Usman had been on the show. And big ups, he is now one of my favorite people, Muhammed Usman.
Yeah, he's a
And I'll tell you why. A, he's a cool dude.
great guy.
I have been posting regularly, and I'm sure eventually it'll come out why. It's not out yet, but it will. Loyalty is everything.
Yeah.
And Derek Jeter on his 30 for 30 thing, he said loyalty one way is stupidity. And I'm going to start living by that.
Is that why you call me stupid all the time?
Well, because you are. So Usman wore Caleb's gear
Yeah.
on Wednesday as he was warming up. Then when they showed the fight on Saturday,
Walking into the arena.
when he was walking in with Kamaru, he's in the gear again.
Unbelievable.
Anything that dude wants, I got his back.
So cool.
And we talked about it. I called him Wednesday after the show when I saw it. And we talked about it, and he said loyalty means everything to him, and Caleb and him are from the same country and
Same area, same village.
I've
like-
got his back.
Yeah.
And so after Kamaru fights in 2 weeks, you're going to like how I weaseled into this one. We're going to have a 4-way conversation.
Okay.
Kamaru, Muhammad, Caleb, and I.
Oh.
Because Caleb wanted, and he made the offer before, he wants to get involved with the Usmans in doing some things back in Nigeria.
Well, that's cool.
And I told Muhammad the only way I'm going to set it up is if I go.
Yeah. Well, do you need a pizzeria
No.
guy? No.
No.
Pizza guy? Like Bon Jovi will wash dishes?
No.
We'll come together. There's 6 of us.
So a very big ups to Muhammad.
It's awesome.
I was
right?
very happy for him. I liked Zach too.
And I didn't know about his daughter, or his son,
His son,
Nash.
yeah.
Drowned, passed
You,
away.
you know why you didn't know? Because you didn't watch The Ultimate Fighter.
Well, yeah, I don't watch that, and I don't do research. And I don't even have a phone.
We talked about that. And nobody can ever understand what other people go through.
Yeah.
Okay? And I told Muhammad that. I said, I can relate. I don't know what you went through. I can relate because of our tragedy.
Right.
And so I kind of, got closer to him when he told the story about his son and that he does this in his son's honor. And so we had a really nice conversation. I really like the guy. It doesn't hurt that I'm really good friends with his brother as well.
And that knockout was like picture perfect.
It truly was.
I mean, the power, like from the jab, from the hook, and then the.
And that just goes to show underdogs. See, what people don't realize, mainly people like you,
Yeah.
when you're the underdog, all that means is money is being bet on the other person.
Sure.
You're not necessarily the underdog.
Right.
It's all these buffoons
It's
that are sure
odds,
you're not
yeah.
going to win.
Right.
And then they try to even it out because they want to basically break even on the bets so that they win on the what is it called?
Parlay?
Well, no,
Or
it's the gig, the renege, I forget what the word is. Which is the 10%, that the casino takes back.
Right.
And so that's all really, the underdog, is. And so, yeah, I was definitely happy for him. I felt bad for Zach, but I was really happy for Muhammad. I was really happy for Juliana. And
Yeah, she looked dominant. I mean, I was like, man, when are they gonna call this fight. Like, let her go. Like, she was putting it on her. And, yeah, Brogan looked good. I mean, she was a tough fighter, but, man, it was just meant to be.
I'm excited to see what happens for both of them.
Yeah.
You know, moving forward, how soon, you know, will they both fight again? Will Muhammad, how cool would this be? Muhammad be on, not obviously Kamaru's fight in 2 weeks,
Right.
but the next fight, if he's on that card.
Yeah.
That would definitely
With
be cool.
Izzy, have a whole Nigerian card.
No, just those two. That's fine. Izzy's going to be in New York.
And I think, like Dana said, they're building a performance institute in Africa, right? Are they building one over there to cultivate that region of the
Smart.
world to, you know, encourage fighters and build training camps and offer resources?
I like how Kamaru dropped. I believe this is the first time brothers won the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
Like, of course, it is the first time. Of
course.
You know, we all know that. So, yeah, very, very good stuff. We'll get Muhammad on hopefully in the next couple weeks. We were going to have a surprise guest today.
Oh. Wow.
I didn't get back to them quick enough. So, I believe it has been moved to next week.
Okay.
Next week, it's not Batman, but it's Superman. Superman will be on this show next week. Why do you look befuddled?
'Cause I'm trying to think who it could be. Dean Cain?
Dean Cain will be
Oh,
on next
Dean.
week, yeah.
So he's promoting the movie with Clayton?
No, he's not promoting anything.
Well, you know, he was in the movie with Clayton, the greatest coach ever. Like, and it's a Christian-based movie about God being the greatest playmaker of all time and guiding people's lives.
I don't know if that's true. Brady is.
And Clayton pulled the, you know, he was the star running back or the football player in the movie, and then Dean Cain was the coach. And yeah,
Yeah, Superman will be on next week.
that's cool.
So
That's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I dropped the ball. I didn't confirm until yesterday.
Because the other Superman's the reason I don't ride a horse.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's probably the smartest move you've ever done.
Well, I used to go horseback riding, and then I remember I fell off and I got drugged by the stirrup, and then thankfully they unplugged the machine from the Walmart. So I almost died. On that thing.
Can I publicly call you an idiot again? is there an over-under on how many times I can call you an idiot?
Thanks for the loyalty. I mean, just like when you call me knucklehead, that's a term of endearment according to the MMA community.
Is there really?
That's what we discovered in the interview, remember?
Then I will never call you that again.
Well,
All right, 1 hour down of this treacherous hour.
beautiful.
I got to do another hour with this moron.
There's no reason to even edit this film.
We will be back. At least I will. I don't know if I'm going to bring Matt back. Tune in to find out.
We will.
This is Knockout Radio, brought to you by 8 Men Strong and Staff Song.